Today we are going to study about one of the part which was remainder from lesson number 2 of science part 2. Division, cell division. Cell division is an important property. Cell division is an important property of every living cell. Why is cell division necessary? Cell division is necessary in every living organism for its proper growth. If we want to create a new organism, then without cell division, there is no reproduction take place. Therefore, for the existence of the living organisms, cell division is most important thing. Because of cell division, wounds which are formed that are healed. Wounds which are formed, you get injury, that injuries are cured because of cell division. Because of cell division, growth of all living organisms takes place. And besides that, whenever because of hunger or because of any other reason, there are wear and tear of the body takes place and body becomes weak. For the restoration of emaciated body, cell division is most important thing. Understand importance of cell division? So what I told, for healing of wounds, cell division is necessary. Cell division is necessary to create the new living things. Cell division is necessary for the restoration of emaciated body. Cell division is necessary for the formation of blood. Cell division is necessary for the growth of living organisms. Then these cell division take place in every cell. How many types of cells are there? There are 3 types of cells in our body. Which are the types of cells? The 3 types of cells are, one is there somatic cell. Second one is there that stem cell. Third one is there that germ cell. So cell division take place in these 3 types of cells. These we are going to study about. What is meant by somatic cell? Somatic cell means any cell of the body rather than reproductive cells means germ cells. Okay, do you understand what is meant by somatic cell? Somatic cell means any cell of the body from anywhere which does not participate in the work of reproduction of the new living things. That is somatic cell. The stem cell means what? It is a special type of cell which produces special organs. Ability to produce specific type of organ. Stem cells has ability to produce specific cells or specific type of organ is produced by the division of stem cell. Now next one cell is there, that is germ cell, that is third type of cell, means which produces gametes. Means reproductive. This is a reproductive cell. Germ cell means it produces new living organisms. Therefore, the cell division takes place in these two. Then the cell division which is taken place, that occurs, it has 2 main types. Cell division has 2 main types. What are the 2 main types? Mitosis, and second one is there meiosis. Do you understand? Mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis means it is kind of cell division. It occurs only in somatic cell and stem cells. Mitotic cell division occurs in somatic cells and stem cells, and meiosis occurs only in germ cells. Okay, means mitosis is useful for the growth of living organisms. Mitosis is useful for the formation of the new blood cells in our body. Mitosis is useful for the healing of wounds. Mitosis is useful for the restoration of emaciated body, and meiosis is useful only for the reproduction. Do you understand what is the difference between mitosis and meiosis? Then here these new cells, or when we are creating new bodies, means what happens that in the meiosis germ cells are producing new cells, means chromosomes, pair of chromosomes are produced. What is the shape of chromosome? The shape of chromosome is, every chromosome is like a rod. Every chromosome is like a rod. These are called upper arm. This upper arm is called a P arm. Upper arm is called a P arm, and middle part it is called a centromere. It is called a centromere, and lower arm it is called a Q arm. This we can see chromosome only at the time of cell division. During the period of cell division, one can see the shape of the chromosome, one can study chromosomes. These chromosomes are divided into the process of meiosis. Now we are going to study step by step. We will take information about the mitosis. Before taking the information about mitosis, once again I am going to remind you that if you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe our Ashoka's English Medium Academy channel. You should tell to your friends to attend to see the videos from this channel, and also you should hit the bell icon to get latest uploaded videos. Thanks for watching our videos. So now we are going to study about mitosis. Mitosis is one kind of system of the cell division which contain, and writing here one specific word, PM-AT, okay, or PMAT. What I have wrote? PMAT, or PMAT. Means these are the 4 steps found in the mitosis. This mitosis is a type of cell division which contains 4 kind of steps. P stands for prophase. P stands for prophase. What happens in the prophase? Actually, the diagram which I have drawn here, of the chromosome, this chromosome is actually thin and thread-like. Thin and thread-like chromosome. Thin and thread-like chromosome. This thin thread-like chromosome condenses in the prophase. Means what happens? Condensation of thin thread-like chromosome takes place. Understand what is happening in the prophase 1? Condensation of thin thread-like chromosome takes place. When condensation takes place, means there is need to change in its structure. So what happens? The chromosome which was thin and thread, it becomes thick and shorter. It becomes thick and shorter. Whenever in a prophase condensation of the thin thread-like chromosome takes place, then it becomes thick and shorter. It becomes thick and shorter. They start to appear along with sister chromatids. along with sister chromatids. Okay, sister chromatids. Then what happened means here condensation took place of thin thread-like chromosome. Then it is becoming thick and short, but it looks along with sister chromatids. And during this phase, there is a centriole. There is a centrioles duplicator. Means there was one centriole, it becomes double. Centrioles duplicator. Centrioles duplicate, and during this process, actually nuclear membrane and nucleolus. What happens? Nuclear membrane and nucleolus starts to disappear. Okay, one more time I am going to tell you about the prophase. Mitosis is one kind of cell division which has 4 steps. In it, first stage is prophase. In this prophase, condensation of the thin thread-like chromosome take place. These chromosomes become thick and short. The nuclear membrane and the nucleolus starts to disappear, and then these thin thread-like chromosome, which became thick and short, it looks along with sister chromosomes. Okay, better. Now next step in this mitosis is metaphase. What happens in the metaphase? In this metaphase, nuclear membrane and nucleolus is totally disappeared. Understand what I told? Totally disappeared. Nuclear membrane and nucleolus is totally disappeared, and chromosomes are clearly visible. Chromosomes are clearly visible. Along with sister chromatids. Then these chromosomes which are visible to us, they are arranged into the parallel position along with their central plana. Chromosomes are arranged parallel to equatorial or central plana. Okay, these chromosomes are arranged. This is the central plane. These chromosomes which are moving towards the pole from the process of prophase, then these chromosomes are arranged parallel to this equatorial plana. Now, then there is a special type of protein flexible fiber that is called a spindle fiber. Spindle fiber is formed. Understand what happens in the metaphase? In metaphase, nuclear membrane and nucleolus is totally disappeared. Chromosomes which are formed, they are looking clearly. They are clearly visible along with their sister chromatids, and they are arranged parallel to equatorial plane, and special type of protein flexible fibers are formed. They are called spindle fibers. With the help of these spindle fibers, then these chromosomes are moving towards the pole of the cell. Now we are going to study about what happens into the anaphase. Next phase is anaphase. Next phase is anaphase. In this anaphase, centromere splits. Centromere splits and chromosomes along with sister chromatids separate. What happens in the anaphase? Centromere splits. This is a centromere. This centromere splits, and because of splitting of centromere, these chromosomes along with sister chromatids are separated. These separated chromosomes moves towards the polar. Means in opposite direction. If this is a cell, then these chromosomes which were arranged to this central axis, these chromosomes are moving towards the polar. These are the two poles. So these chromosomes are moving towards the poles. And then they are binded there. They are binded with the help of this. Why and how do they move? They are moving with the help of these chromosomes moves towards the pole with the help of spindle fibers. When they reach at the pole, they look like chromosomes look like bunch of banana. One more time I am going to repeat that. Centromere splits, chromosomes are separated, they move towards the pole, and they look like a bunch of banana. They move with the help of spindle fibers. Now last stage is called now telophase. What happens in the telophase? In telophase, the chromosomes who were moving towards the pole, that chromosomes reach at poles. And when they reach at poles, then decondensation starts. What happens? When chromosomes reach at the poles, then decondensation starts, and chromosomes are converted into thin and thread-like structure. What I told, when decondensation starts, then during decondensation, all chromosomes are becoming again thin and thread-like. And when these chromosomes are becoming thin and thread-like, again then nuclear membrane and nucleolus appear. What I told, when chromosomes are decondensed, then nuclear membrane and nucleolus appears, and besides that, one more important change takes place, that spindle fibers disappear. And two nuclei called daughter cells are formed. By this way, here prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. These are the 4 steps in which one single cell is divided and at last two nuclei or that are called daughter cells are formed. Then till here the process of cell division through prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. This is called karyokinesis. This phase is called karyokinesis. The second part of this mitosis, that is called cytokinesis. Karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Now karyokinesis goes through these 4 steps, but in case of cytokinesis, what happens in the cytokinesis? Here cytoplasm is divided. Cytoplasm divides. When cytoplasm is divided, then new cells are formed. Cytoplasm is divided means if there is one cell, then it divides means 2 new cells are formed. At the center of cytoplasm, a notch is formed. Means suppose this is a full cell, then this full cell starts to constrict. It constricts, and that constriction deepens. Notch deepens, and at last it cuts into 2 new cells. And by this way cytokinesis is also completed. But in case of plant cell, instead of notch, at the center of cell plate is formed. And because of this cell plate, from the center it divides the main one cell into the 2 separate daughter cells or 2 new cells. By this way, mitosis is completed through karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Now we are going to study about meiosis. I have told you about the importance of mitosis. Now we are going to study about meiosis. There is no more information given in your textbook at this standard. So what is the importance of meiosis? Meiosis takes place only in germ cell. In the beginning I told you that meiosis takes place only in germ cell. What is its importance? It is necessary for creation of new living organisms. Then this meiosis has also 2 steps. However, in mitosis there were 2 main divisions. One is their karyokinesis, second one was their cytokinesis. Like that, in case of meiosis, here there are 2 main stages. One is meiosis 1 and second one is their meiosis 2. This meiosis 2 is like mitosis. However, in mitosis, prophase, then metaphase, then anaphase and telophase. So same way, in meiosis also same procedure is taken place and new daughter nuclei or new cells are formed. 1. Here in this meiosis 1, recombination of the cells, recombination or crossing over of the homologous chromosome occurs. Crossing over the homologous chromosomes occur, and what happens that these homologous chromosomes which are recombined, they are divided into two cells, and from these two groups, not two cells, it is divided into two groups, and from these two groups, two haploid cells are formed. Once again I am going to repeat meiosis 1. In meiosis 1, recombination or crossing over occurs in homologous chromosomes, and thereafter two groups are formed, and from two groups haploid cells are formed. Now then in meiosis 2, just I was telling to you that meiosis 2 is like a mitosis, means there are also like a PMAT, means prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Whatever the processes are taken place in the mitosis, same way, same process is taken place, and the two cells and two haploid cells which are formed from meiosis 1, that are here used for meiosis 2. So two haploid cells means two daughter cells whichever formed from meiosis 1, they undergo division. They undergo division by separation of recombined chromatids. By separation of recombined chromatids, and four haploid cells are formed. Four haploid cells are formed from two N cells. Means what? Two N cells are divided, or four N cells are formed. So newly formed cells are called haploid cells. These haploid cells means four new haploid cells are formed from only one cell, which is called a diploid cell, means it contains two nucleolus. A pair of chromosome is present in the diploid cell, and from that cell here four haploid cells are formed. When these four haploid cells are formed, again then crossing recombination, again here genetic recombination after crossing over taken place, and as there is a genetic recombination taken place into these four haploid cells, that's why every gene or every chromosome is different from the rest of the chromosomes. By this way, here this lesson is completed. Meiosis, mitosis and their importance, etc. are explained. Once again you may pause, you may go back and study this lesson, and if you have any problem, you may call me. I will clear your doubts. Thanks for watching our videos.